Should you ever break no contact? If you're coming out of a breakup and you understand that you need to pull away, you understand the no contact, you've implemented successfully, but something happens and you wonder whether you should be breaking no contact or not. If you find yourself in this position, or if you anticipate that you may be in this position in the future, this video is for you. I wanted to do a series on the no contact rule, this concept and how it applies to you and to your breakup recovery. And I know from experience, talking with individuals just like you in coaching sessions, that more and more people want to understand circumstances in which they can break no contact, or if they should break it at all. And that's why I wanted to do these videos, to shed some light. Now, as you will have heard, if you've been watching this series of videos that I've done on no contact lately, it is very important for you to use your brain when applying our tips and advice. And there are situations where you need to break no contact because it is the decent human thing to do, especially in cases where something major happens in the life of your significant other, especially if it's something that is tragic or sad or negative. It's very important to offer your support and your sympathy in these types of dynamics, and to not get so caught up and bogged down in your process of breakup recovery that you fail to have empathy for someone that you actually deeply care about. You cannot be mechanical. You have to use your brain. I don't want you to break no contact simply because you miss your ex, right? It cannot be triggered by a fear or by a neediness. Then it will lead to a setback. But if you're breaking no contact thoughtfully, intentionally, because you feel like there's a real need to, or because you feel like there's an opportunity to reconnect organically, then by all means, go for it. Even if your ex, your significant other, does not respond in a way that you feel is uplifting or appropriate or positive, it's okay. You can always learn from that experience, get a sense as to where things stand, and you can go back into no contact. But the point is, I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to use your brain. I want you to really think about the circumstances in your day-to-day and the reality of this other person, so that you can be there and seize every opportunity and support them when it is appropriate to do so. A good rule of thumb is to not make it about you. Not make it about your needs, your fears, your wants, your desires to connect with them, but really to focus on doing the right thing. And remember why you went into no contact in the first place. There's a reason why you're giving each other time and space, and probably for good reasons. However, we need to make sure that we act in a decent way, and we need to make sure that you can sleep at night and that you feel like you have a clear conscience, that you've, to the best of your abilities, have continued to act in a way that is honorable and respectful and loving to this other person that you clearly care about, if you are thinking about ways to rebuild a healthy relationship. We want to make sure that you can, in a rational way, explain your behaviors in the future to your ex, to their family, to their friends, to anyone that will ask. There needs to be a certain level of coherence. And it doesn't necessarily mean that they will like it, but it needs to be coherent. So pulling away on your terms in order to give them space, in order to find your sanity, in order to work on yourself, not responding to a "hey, how are you" message because you wanted to set a boundary and because you wanted to be fair with yourself is fine. Not being there, not being responsive when you have kids together or when your ex needs something from you, even if it's administrative, is not always thoughtful and considerate and fair. And this is where you need to use your experience and your sense of self-awareness to really do the right thing on this process and on this journey. And that is how you can lay the foundation for a new and improved relationship, and how we can also rebuild trust with your ex along the way. I love what we do. I love our philosophy because it is thoughtful and considerate, and it helps us as coaches become better people. And we hope that obviously it will also help you during this period of crisis to become a better version of yourself, and that you will use this crisis as a means of growing into the person that you know that you can be. And if you do so, it will be time well spent. My name is Coach Adrian. I am so thankful for your support. If you have questions, whether it's about your very specific situation or about the process of breakup recovery in general, leave them in the comment section below of this video. And it will be my pleasure to provide you with more guidance and to provide you with hope and also visibility as to what is to come during this process. I know that it is not easy, but I have faith in you. And I know that you're already on the right path if you're listening to this content and if you're seeking to apply it in your day-to-day. So thank you for your trust. Thank you for fighting the good fight. And we will get together soon for more awesomeness. Take good care.